You have a truck, right?
I do.
What kind of music do you listen to when you're driving down there in that truck?
What do you reckon? Country music, what do you mean? Of course I do. I listen to George Jones and Alan Jackson and Trace Adkins and Patty Loveless and all those. I love country music. It's about life, you know.
Yeah.
And
the sounds are fun, aren't they?
they're a lot of fun.
Even the vocal band, we've used a lot of country sounds, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm glad. I mean, I think it's cool music. It's funky sounding. It's got life to it. It's what I call truck driving music. If you can drive a truck to it.
Kids, and you were there for the birth of every one of them, right?
Yes, I was. Thank you. Thank you. I was there for everyone.
Some close calls.
Some close calls, yeah.
One night in, Peoria?
I believe it was.
And we were on the last, you had a cell phone on the stage. We don't normally have cell phones on the stage,
No.
but you had on the stage for one reason, right?
I did. Actually, it wasn't on the stage. It was with our monitor engineer.
Mm-hmm.
And Angie called and said, Rob, I'm about to deliver a baby. You tell him to get home. The contractions, I think, were 15 minutes apart, I think. And you were going, I could tell by the way you were setting the song up that you were going into The King is Coming. You remember? And I went, psst, psst, Bill, and I caught your eye, and I think everybody's head was bowed, and I said, I'm out of here. And you went, go on, go on. And as I was walking out, I heard you switching the setup to the Midnight Cry, and Ivan Parker sang the last song, and by the time the concert was let out, I was on the plane headed to the house, and made it.
Got home at 12, and the baby was born when?
3.
About 3.
That's exactly
About
right.
3 in the morning. Okay, it's roll call time.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Logan.
I'm Joe.
I'm Jesse. I'm Jason.
You're who, honey? Levi. Okay.
I'm Jason. I'm Grayson.
Who are you?
I'm Jason.
Grayson. And what's this one name?
Jackie Wyatt.
Jackie Rice. Okay.
Okay. All right, that's enough love. This is love. A lot of love here.
He knows
Let
how to
go.
defend himself at once.
Have you got any girls? Any sisters? Just all brothers, huh?
Nope. I just asked.
Are you wishing for a little sister?
No. Yes, so we can blow our Barbies up.
What?
So we can blow our Barbies up.
Blow up the Barbies. No sisters. That might upset the apple cart, huh?
Okay. Hey, Joey, come here. Joey. Okay. There's a special story on this kid. He was born. We were doing a taping at the Tennessee Performing Arts Center. The nickname in Nashville is T-Pack. Everybody calls it T-Pack. The interesting thing about this was during the rehearsal, Guy was calling back at the house, Angie, how close are you? Because the baby was due any time. How close are you? So finally, after the rehearsal's over, you went back home, and Joey was born when?
He was born, as I recall, about 3:30 that morning, wasn't he? On the 5th
He was, yeah.
of February,
Yeah. So you
96. It
came
was a
home from
snowstorm.
rehearsal.
I remembered that because I had to use four-wheel drive to get home.
And so everything was fine. He came back the next night and did the program. So since then, I have affectionately nicknamed this child T-Pack. So every time I see him, I always say T-Pack.
Yeah, kind of like my nickname.
I saw him in the evening. The sun was sinking low. He'd overcome the mountain and reached the vale below. He saw the golden city, his everlasting home, and he shouted loud, Hosanna, deliverance will come. Then palms of victory, crowns of glory, palms of victory, I shall wear.
As a ball player, I make plenty of decisions every game, but the best decision I ever made affected my entire life. I decided to give up drugs, and for me, it was a life-saving choice. As a young person, you make decisions every day. Don't let drugs ruin your future. Make the right choice. Say no to drugs. Baseball cares. about you and your family.
A message from Major League Baseball.